And joining us now from north of the Gaza border is NBC News foreign correspondent Raf Sanchez. Raf, tell us more as to where you are and what you are seeing.
Jonathan, good morning. We are in the city of Ashkelon. We're about 10 miles north of the Gaza border, and this is the latest city to be hit by what is feeling like an unending stream of rocket fire from Gaza. Rockets came down here a little over an hour ago. You can see the car behind me here is just riddled with shrapnel, and I just want to walk our viewers through the scene for a second. If Dave Copeland, my camera operator, will just point the camera down here. This is the actual impact site. This is where the rocket went into the asphalt. But what is miraculous here, guys, is that this fuel tanker behind me did not explode, because you can only imagine the scale of the destruction. You can see the windshield of this truck is shattered, but the actual fuel tank itself is intact. And it is underscoring one of the many, many, many questions Israelis are asking themselves this morning, which is what is happening with its famed Iron Dome missile defense system, an air defense system that was developed in partnership with the United States, that has been so successful in years past, but is struggling under the sheer volume of rocket fire. Jonathan, a couple of important developments over the course of this morning. Number one, the Israeli military says they are once again, for the first time in the 48 hours since the surprise attack began, they are in control of the Israeli towns and settlements along the Gaza border, because for an almost unbelievably long period of time, Hamas militants were holding buildings, they were holding streets, in some cases they were holding whole neighborhoods of Israeli communities. The Israeli IDF, Israel Defense Forces, says they are back in control. There is still sporadic fighting going on with individual gunmen. The other major development, Israel's defense minister says he has imposed a state of siege on the Gaza Strip. He says no food, no fuel, and no electricity is getting in. And as Caddy mentioned earlier, Gaza is home to 2 million civilians who live under Hamas rule, but have no say in Hamas's actions, no say in this terrible attack that has unfolded over the weekend. And it is these people who will be paying the price alongside these Hamas commanders, these Hamas leaders. The death toll inside Israel is now at more than 700, according to the Israeli government. It is at more than 400 inside of Gaza, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry, as a result of these Israeli airstrikes. Israel's military says that it does everything it can to minimize civilian casualties, to target only Hamas infrastructure, but civilians are caught up. And Jonathan, I'll just close with this. Everything we are seeing on the ground indicates that Israel is preparing for an imminent ground offensive. We have seen column after column of Israeli tanks moving towards the Gaza border. Israel has called up 300,000 reservists, which is a number so vast that you only go to that level if you were planning a major operation, given the toll that takes on the Israeli economy. So while the death toll inside Gaza is large now, if Israeli forces go in large numbers, we expect that toll to rise much, much higher. Guys.
So, Raf, what does that look like, though? Because if they go in and there are, as Hamas is saying, something like 100, and we haven't got that number confirmed, but the speculation is dozens anyway of Israeli and frankly international. There are Germans say they have hostages, the Americans have hostages potentially as well. How do they go in? They've called up 300,000 reservists. How do you go in with a massive ground invasion whilst protecting the lives of those hostages?
Caddy, you have just underscored the agonizing decisions facing Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel's political and security leadership. This is, on the one hand, a massive military operation designed to smash Hamas's infrastructure, to inflict a massive price for the surprise attack over the weekend. And on the other hand, it is possibly the most complex hostage rescue operation maybe the world has ever seen. As you know, Hamas has effectively an underground city of tunnels in Gaza, and you can bet that these hostages are underground. They have been spread out. Hamas will do everything it can to make it as difficult as possible for Israel to rescue these people, given that these hostages are seen as nearly invaluable bargaining chips from Hamas's perspective. You'll remember back in 2011, Israel freed 1,000 Palestinian prisoners to get back one soldier, Gilad Shalit. If there are dozens, if there's more than 100 Israeli soldiers and civilians inside Gaza, you can imagine what Hamas feels it has in terms of poker chips in a future negotiation. I should say, Hamas says already this morning that 4 Israeli hostages are dead as a result of Israeli airstrikes inside the Gaza Strip. That, of course, is not something that NBC News can confirm independently, but it underscores the scale of the issue here. I'll just close with this. We've just come from interviewing a father. His name is Yoni. His wife and his 2 daughters, aged 3 and 5, are inside Gaza. As far as he knows, they were taken from their grandmother's house in the early hours of Saturday morning. He only learned what happened to them through a Hamas video where he saw his wife being blindfolded, one arm protectively over the shoulders of her daughter. You may be able to hear the booms from the airstrikes above us. He says he will do anything, literally anything, to get his family back, and that if Hamas was prepared to accept some kind of agreement where he goes into Gaza and offers himself as a prisoner to free his family, he would do it. And that is the sentiment being shared by hundreds and hundreds of families all across Israel right now. Guys.
Wow. Raf Sanchez, thank you very much. NBC News foreign correspondent. What an awful dilemma for those families, and those videos, of course, being played all around Israel at the moment.